Boy, oh boy. I think I think this should be good. I can't remember if this works or not. Hold on. Oh, let me just make sure the shit working. So that's up. Let me see what my audio sound like. Make sure it's not tweaking. Hello? My shit out. Gee whiz. What's the issue, man? Go to your channel. I don't see Nathan there. History, your channel, and then let's try Twitch with this one. Does it say I'm live? Oh, that's a nasty ass thumbnail, but whatever. Does it say I'm live though? Yeah, it does. Your channel, and then let's try Twitch with this one. Do I look crazy from my side? Let me see. Oh, that's a nasty ass thumbnail, but whatever. Sure, cool. Does it say I'm live though? Yeah. And then Twitch. Let's look at channel. It don't look too crazy. That's fine. And damn, it look way crispier on Twitch. No funny. Let's look at channel. That shit look crispy as fuck on Twitch. All right. So that's that. Was there anything else I had to look at before? Oh, that's nasty. Let's see. Am I connected to the secured one? Okay, cool. The health is fair. It looks decent to me. It looks decent. It looks decent. So let's go ahead. I wonder if I can change the thumbnail though, because that thumbnail is fucking hideous. Why can't I just have like live thumbnails? Does it not work like that anymore? It's like a good thumbnail. How to change thumbnail from YouTube live channel icon, I guess. No, I don't want custom. I just want it to be updated to have updated YouTube live thumbnail, maybe. Yeah, select auto-generated thumbnail. Oh, can I do that from here? It doesn't say. That's not the same shit. What are you talking about? Does anyone know how to change the default? No, that's not it. You know what? I don't give a fuck right now. I'm not gonna lie. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna just get into what I was wanting to talk about. So, long story short, I know I put in did a video recently and it was just a recap of me moving. I just want to do more of these live streams where I can just like speak off my mind as opposed to making it all into videos. I guess I'll make the videos more focused on specific topics and continue doing it that way. But these videos are mainly for me, and if as we go, I'm being more consistent. I have more people join the live. We can just chat it up, have some conversations and whatnot. As of right now, we're about like 3 weeks into my new job. I more recently got my real estate license again. So, I was a little tired of trying to put time and energy into YouTube and trying to make it grow while, saying fuck all to the rest of my life as far as being physically active, socially active outside, and improving my mental well-being as well as financial well-being. So, where I'm at right now is just getting back on track with improving my life overall. So that's the plan. Um, so far it has been pretty stressful considering the fact that I haven't dealt with a job that needed my full-on accountability and responsibility within its role. But now, since I'm inside the position that I'm in, hair looks a little crazy. Doesn't matter. Don't care. I'm technically a leasing agent, but I deal a lot more with management as well. So I'm, going from screening tenants and helping out with that process, helping with marketing, setting ads together, making sure that our days on market is low, dealing with homeowners, getting photos in, making sure that we're hitting deadlines, just a whole bunch of stuff that encompasses my job role. And it's been a little hard to adjust to it more recently. Well, excuse me, not recently, but at the beginning, initially, because I had such a big gap of time frame where I didn't have to deal with like self scheduling and things of that sort. But I feel like I'm picking it up. The pace is getting better. I'm improving. I'm feeling a bit more confident about myself as a individual, just in general. I'm feeling a bit better about my finances. I have plans that set together now, so I can have like my 6 months, 3 months, hopefully a year within the next couple of years or so's worth of expenses covered as like an emergency fund. So that's something I know that I can work towards now. Um, I know just being a leader overall is something I've been lacking the past 2 years as I stepped down from my roles and moved away from family. I just haven't had to be a leader per se. I just had to lead myself, which is simple enough as is, compared to leading other people. I need to make sure that I'm verbalizing the correct things, and I'm stern with my words and actions, and that I'm holding myself as well as other people accountable. So that's a big change that I'm going back through right now. And I'm still getting used to reading books on a consistent basis, considering that I moved and I kind of fucked up with my budgeting. I didn't budget accordingly, but this is the book that we're reading right now. It's from my company. It's something that we're going to implement inside the company pretty soon. Well, we're starting to, and we're moving forward with it. And so it's just good to get an idea of what's going on. So what is his position? His position's kind of all over. He's like a director of some sort. So you can just call it as that. He let me hold the book, and I didn't have the chance to finish it within my first couple of weeks because everything was pretty hectic for me. And, I was a little bit overwhelmed, a little bit stressed, but now since I'm getting the hang of things, I've been able to catch up with this book. It's not even that long of a book. I'm almost finished. I have like probably about like 40 more pages. I read like 60 yesterday because of look at how big the fucking fine print is. It's like real big wordings. The font is huge, so it's an easy book to read. And what I've learned from this book so far is just getting back organized from individual life to business life, and having a good balance in between, being able to be accountable for the things that you say and making sure that you're doing it again, from personal and within your work life. So that this has been a good book to read, and I have some questions down, just like notes on my phone that I can like look back over as I go, and I kind of enjoy doing that way now. I also have this book that needs to finish up. I kind of stopped after the first week of my new job because it was just too much. But The Social Animal, it's a good another type of psychological book that's just good for life in general. It's good for work. It's good for personal. It's good for meeting people. It's good for maintaining relationships. Just all around. It's always going to be an active thing within your life. So it's always good to make sure that you're pretty pretty proactive with psychological and economic facts. Like I feel like that's really important, and that's another thing. I'm trying to stop saying Phil because I know that it's very important to keep up with psychological and economical things because it applies to everyday things and within life, and it's from short term to long term. There's just no true downside of learning the two. If anything, it's all positive, and trying to soak up as much as you can is really good. So that's been my goal, and I've been trying to get back on track with it. Once I finish that EOS book that's over there, I'm going to continue reading this, and on top of that, I've been taking notes on my phones as opposed to just like putting a little sticky notes on the book. I feel like that's been pretty good, so I can like write it down somewhat twice. Not sure if I'm gonna continue doing it or not. We'll see. So that's pretty much like the work life. Next thing that we need to get to is like finances. As far as financially speaking, I can't say I'm inside the best position still, but I feel a bit comfortable because I can see I I have the clear path of what it will end up looking like. So I'm not as stressed when it comes to money right now, and hopefully I can be a lot more secure in the upcoming months slash years. That's the main goal. Outside of finances, let's say physically speaking, I uh, I haven't been doing my meal prep. Well, I didn't do it last week, so I need to catch back up on that so I can work out. I've come to realize that if I'm not eating properly, if I don't have my meal prep, if I don't eat a good uh hearty meal before going to sleep and having to wake up early in the morning to go to the gym, I'm not gonna get up. I'm not gonna get up. I just won't get up until it's like the last minute, and then I won't do my workout. I'll hurry up and like grab an apple and then go to work. But if I have my meal prep prepared and I'm fully ready for the day, I have my dinner at night, I can wake up at 5:30 and I'll be fine to go. So that's something that I need to crack down on. I need to be consistent on it, because if not, then I'm fucked. And this is where it comes into play, where it's good to have a bitch, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I'm not gonna say, oh, I need a bitch to do this so I can be complete or anything. But boy, oh boy, I understand the idea of being like 100% on your own. But bro, just having a Joe in here, and let's say I wake up and I already got a motherfucking breakfast meal ready for me. Come on, you can't beat that shit. Or instead of me having to find time in the day to meal prep and make dinner and shit, my nigga, I just come to the crib and I fucking eat and I chill, go to bed instead of having to cook and do this extra bullshit. This is where it'd be good to have a joy in my life right now. I'm not gonna lie. And this is where we're gonna get into our next thing. Because I don't have a join, because I don't have a girl inside my life or multiple girls, I've been in such a combative state of mind within the past few years on like what I should do, what I shouldn't be doing when it comes to women. A few years ago when I was at the peak of my game, when it when it came to messing around with women in general, bro, I was low key. I'm not gonna say I was an asshole, but like I could come off as an asshole. I was perceived somewhat as an asshole because of how I moved within those situations that I was within, and I didn't really care. And the biggest change that I've had now, where I've been lacking to have like a consistent woman in my life or multiple women inside my life, it's because I've become so considerate. And some people can say like, oh yeah, you're talking gibberish, that's nonsense, being considerate. That no. Being too considerate definitely 100% fucks you up. The idea of speaking with a woman, especially when you're talking to multiple women, which is when it gets so much easier to like divvy out your time and like still have respect and still have them want attention from you, is when you're not putting so much time and energy towards them, when your energy is in so many other places that you literally just don't have the time to. And what I've been doing more recently when I've talked to women now, I've been putting my time and energy into it as if like it's a whole nother job. And I need to stop doing that, because when I think about me in my prime, when it comes to doing that stuff, I didn't have the time. Like, bro, it'd be like my whole day is full, and then I hit the joint up around like, the last hour of the day. Yo, what's up? Nigga, you trying to chill? And we chill, and I'm clapping cheeks. I'm going straight to the crib to get some sleep. But what I've been doing more so now, it's like I plan out whole days to be with a woman. Like, what the fuck have I been doing? Whoa, what have I been doing? I don't know. But long story short, I've been really against being a hoe again. Like I really tried my best, and I will say that I succeeded in no longer being the person I wasn't before. I'm completely different now, and I might have backtracked because of that. Especially in this day and age, a man needs traction in order to have something sustainable. If you don't have any sort of traction, if you're not appealing in any sense of way, if you don't have a woman that's like, if your woman doesn't think that other woman wants you, bro, that's a big thing now. Like literally, if you don't have any type of traction, you're cooked. You're cooked, my nigga. If she think that nobody else wants you, why the fuck would she want you? And that's just how it is now, because there's just a lot of competition out there with social media, this, that, and the third. And long story short, the solution to my problem is, I think I need to somewhat start putting myself inside the framework of being a hoe again. Like I need to just start fucking hoes again. And there are so many reasons why I didn't want to do it. Like I started thinking about STDs more. I didn't want to just fuck around and like catch something. And you know, the way I've been doing it more recently, like, bro, I want a bitch to go get tested before we fuck, which is very reasonable for a young man that's looking to get inside a sustainable relationship, typically, traditionally. But now that's so fucked. It's rare for a woman to even want to go down the path that way, let alone other guys. So it's like, oh, I don't know. It just complicates it, bro. It complicates it. That's all I'll say. And for it for it being so complicated, the only solution that I've seen is to simplify what I've been doing, simplify my process of how do I say it? Of vetting. I need to ease my way back into messing around so that I can have a better understanding of what I should be doing at this point in time. Because I've been alone for so long that I simply just don't know. I don't know what the norm is. I don't know all the things to do when it comes to, you know, pleasing a woman and stuff. And that's on me. I decided to take this step back. So at the end of the day, that's something that I need to change proactively. And is it negative that I'll like slowly just make the steps to being a hoe, whether I enjoy it or not, and you know, just put myself out there? I don't know. That's where experience comes into play. You don't really know these things. From knowledge, that's one thing. Sure, you can know something or you can think you can know something. It doesn't really mean anything until you have the experience. So at this point in time, I know I've been talking, just fucking rambling about, and it probably doesn't even go on theme with my fucking title, which doesn't matter because I don't think any of these streams will. I'm gonna just fucking rant at the end of the day. I do believe that it's an okay route to take because it's not gonna really negatively affect me in any type of way. If anything, is gonna affect other parties. And again, I really don't give a fuck anymore. I don't care. I'm slowly turning back to the guy that I was before, and I don't see it to be as bad anymore. You know, people learn their lessons, people have their own experiences, and I didn't want to be that bad guy. And for me making that decision, it made me not be a guy at all. It went from being on one extremity to being in the center, and with the center, it's kind of like the ghost zone, bro. Like I just become nothing. I've become nothing. Actually, let me not say that. It's not. I haven't been in between. I've been on the other side of the spectrum. I've been on the other side of the extremity. What's happening? That's a great question. I'm venting to myself right now. I'm trying to figure out my life situations, possibly. So that's what's happening. What's happening with you, man? Currently, I'm just talking about relationship things and how I've been lacking as an individual while trying to seek out a partner. So, you know, I'm just trying to take what I've done in the past and what I'm doing presently and correct it as I go. Because, again, at the end of the day, you only learn things through experiences. So I'm just trying to change up my routine and see how things go. So I'll probably become a hoe again. And that's okay. That is completely okay. That's completely fine. Because I haven't seen any other positives on the flip side of not being a hoe, you know, just being casual, going through with my day. It, to some degree, I feel I need to revert back in order to find sustainability within a relationship. But yeah, I've been ranting for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I was lucky about to slide, but Stain, well, what's up with you? How your day been going, man? How's life for you? Let's get a little gist of what your year has been so far. I just want to chat, man. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to be a bit more consistent with doing some type of content online or just recording conversation. Life good? That is what we like to hear, G. That's completely what we love to hear, bro. At the end of the day, you know, if shit goes to the fan and stuff is bad, it's still always good to find the bright side of things. It's still always good to find a positive. And, you know, I would say that the way that I've been viewing my life, I haven't been viewing it in the best way. Although there are many positive things to look at. So I agree with you. Life is good. I may want a bitch in my life. I may want a girl that I want to fuck with. The dog has had a rough year though. The dog, as in like the actual animal dog, or you talking about like a bro? I'm gonna assume you're talking about the animal. If that is the case, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope things get a little bit better, but that's just one of those things. The animal, got you. Well, what has bro been dealing with? Is it like age stuff, or is it a bit more trivial than that? That's another thing. When it comes to animals, and I probably should get a pet at some point in time. I'm very desensitized when it comes to having pets. I've seen some pets come and go, and I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely numbed me. I don't know if it's a good thing or if it's a bad thing, but that's just the way that I end up seeing a lot of things with life, humans as well. My brain is a little fucked when it comes to that factor. Yeah, he's old and he's had problems with. Oh, that's yeah, the back problems with old age. That's definitely something that's fucked. Yeah. The only thing that bro can do, as long as you and your family or whoever else is taking care of him, if it's just you solo, cool. As long as y'all continue to support him and make sure that he has what he has in the meantime, that's the best you can do. Cause little bro, he just gonna keep on. He gonna keep pushing too on me. He gonna keep doing the best he can. So the fam, for sure, for sure. So it's like, yeah, as long as y'all continue doing the best that y'all can for him, treat him good. That's the best that you can do at the end of the day. But yeah, that's definitely tough times. That's tough times. It was a couple years ago where one of the longest standing pets that I've dealt with, his name was Ace. Bro has been around since like elementary, and then a couple years ago he passed away. And I'm not gonna lie, you expect those things to come, but it was also around the time frame that I lost like my grandmother and my mother. So like I didn't know how to view it at that point in time. And mind you, this dog, I was taking care of that dog for such a long time, but it's life, my nigga. It's crazy, but it's fucking life. That shit, it's something that I wouldn't say is good to get used to, but within the span of years that we have as being a human being, from what let's say we're starting from age 7 to remember things, up to like, let's say the average span of like 85, if even that's a whole lot of years where you see things come and go. I just realized that's getting morbid. My bad. Let me not get too morbid. But long story short, within life we need to learn how to adapt and grow as an individual. That's the biggest thing. And what my life philosophy is, I believe the utmost importance within life is maturity, and that's through all facets. That's through physical maturity, that's through emotional, spiritual, if you want to include that, or like being mentally mature. Like that's the only thing that can prepare you for life and anything after, or if depending on beliefs. I feel like maturing to the best of your ability is definitely on the high note of things that needs to get done. And it kind of sucks because it numbs you to certain things, whether it's entertainment, relationships, the way you view things emotionally, and just like being completely detached to certain situations. But that's just the way it is. It's kind of the way it is. And I do my best not to be morbid when I speak about these things, but I'm also practicing being upfront and as honest as my brain is at that moment. I've been filtering myself a lot, and I want to stop doing that. So I know it can be very pretty hard for certain people to hear certain things, but I'm gonna just say it anyways. It is what it is. It is what it is, bro. It just comes with aging as well, where you just realize, not everybody is gonna enjoy the things that you say or do. That's just the way it is. Honestly, definitely it is good, and I in the sake of some situations, I always did believe that white lies are better than honesty, that it is better than being honest in certain situations. But I just don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. I feel like doing white lies and kind of going with the flow of things has fucked me up more times than less, as opposed to the times where I was honest. So yeah, I think honesty definitely rules over anything else, and that goes with opinions and facts as well. Because of someone's opinions, I would definitely hold back on saying certain information, and of course, I would still refrain from doing that. And I would advise that for anyone else as well when it comes to like work stuff or anything that's public. But within personal life specifically, no, even with work, there's a certain amount of respect that's given when you're honest. Even if they don't like what you have to say, it's still good. But you know, there's such a stigma behind being honest when it comes to personal feelings and opinions. That's such a big thing that's been more prevalent within the past couple of decades, and I've been aware of it, which is why I've changed the way I've worded myself, such as, you know, me being a bit more quiet about people being healthy, physically speaking, from eating properly, working out. I haven't talked much about that within the past few years because I know people can get offended about it. I know people get offended about a lot of other things, but it simply doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in the long run, at least. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna slide. I just wanted to have like a quick talk, quick chat, and I'll probably have something situated for next time I go live. When that'll be, who fucking knows? Who fucking knows? But next time it should be a bit more structured. Maybe I'll watch a video, try to react to something, or you know, have a conversation of substance where I'm not bouncing all over the place, which I highly fucking doubt because that's just who I am as a person. My shit is my conversations always bounce. But yeah, nice talking with you, man. I appreciate you swinging by. If I stay consistent with this, I know that we can at least pick up a bit more on YouTube with my lives because the channel has done pretty well when I have been consistent. So we'll see how that goes, and hopefully it can translate over to Twitch as well. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, you have a nice rest of your day, G.